the Olimoleague. And the guy spawning here in the top right is currently down 1. Lost that first game. It's going to be Samsung Galaxy's Orange Terran player, Journey.
In the bottom left, as the red Zerg, it's Sidestorm Gaming's True.
So, Reapers can sometimes snowball and win you the game in a bit of a face roll, almost joke fashion. That obviously didn't happen for Journey just now, and we saw much better usage of those Reapers against Sulky earlier. I just like that True didn't get too stuck with defending. Like, you could talk about the mistakes or the good things that Journey did, but I just like that True didn't get too tunnel vision on defending at home, and the choice to go aggressive was a really smart move on his part. Not to mention that Ravagers are pretty much just a hard counter to Reapers, without question.
Yeah. And they got a bit of a sneaky way to the front of the base, so the Reapers weren't even allowed to try and stall for time, try and throw grenades down. And just going for the Roaches in general was a good idea to bust the front, because Banelings would have just been grenaded, basically. But going for another one base, like last game on Preon Terraces, he might have been watching the last, best subs with Journey and been like, oh, he's doing this every single game, so I'll get a bit earlier of a pool and get a bit earlier of speed, and I'll be good to go. But to do it again on Dust Towers, a much bigger map, and one that usually says whoever chooses it wants to macro, is interesting. I wonder what he's planning on doing with it. Maybe another bust, actually.
So really
free to proxy.
Really quick answer to chat, because this has been very inconsistent for us, sadly. We had planned to do Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow, but our Dungeon Master is unavailable, and to be honest, Zomgrub and I could honestly just use the day off. We have been casting double days for the last 4 days straight, so tomorrow we sadly don't have anything for you guys planned for stream. Maybe we'll be bored and get hungry for some Archon mode or something, but tomorrow is going to be a pretty chill day where we sadly will not have Dungeons and Dragons for you guys.
Please, sir, can we have a vacay?
Yeah. Because it's like the one day off. Because then on Monday, we've got the first European Cup for Monday StarCrafts. Then we're going to have more of the Corsair Cups immediately afterwards. I mean, there's a lot on the schedule. And I guess do us a favor if you haven't, ! schedule in chat. We'll link you to a Google Doc that will show you our entire schedule for the month.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be another Roach push. He has a second gas already, so maybe going to follow this up with a lair or just using, I guess, the extra gas for a lot of Ravagers once these Roaches make it across the field.
We got a $2 donation coming from Dominish, by the way. A bit of an odd question. He says, how much do I have to donate to get an Ace Cape paw print autograph for Christmas? I don't know, dude. I'd have to, I don't even know if I can get my cat to hold still long enough to put her paw in, clay to do that for you or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, you wouldn't want to put it in ink, she'll clean it. Clay could work, but yeah, good luck with that.
Just get some mud. Stick it on
there. A mud patty. Alright, so these Roaches are making it across the field, and since Journey didn't get a Reaper, because I believe he went for a CC first.
Did he not see the Ravagers? With the Hellions didn't see that at all. Oh my god.
Yeah, this ended up being really smart from True, so I guess calling Journey on that no Reaper build is getting away with just blindsiding him completely.
This is so terrible too, because there's so many ways that this build should not work versus a Terran, and a lot of openings that mean that this attack does nothing at all. But unfortunately, this is probably going to be a quick 2-0 in the favor of True.
Yeah, it looks like it. The Viking has to land to help out. Now being targeted. What?
I mean, just killing the workers alone makes this worthwhile for sure.
22 workers, some army. I mean,
most of the Hellions, so there's no counterattack through Hellion run-bys.
Right? True didn't have a lot of drones to start off with when he did that push, so if it did no damage, he was in a lot of trouble. But killing 22 SCVs, he's now up by about that much. So this is obviously really great. True is probably going to win off the back of this. Journey has no counter harassment opportunities. He wasn't going for a Banshee, he went for a Viking, which at most can maybe supply block True and be a little annoying. He's still worried that there's a follow-up too, because again, he has no scouting, so he has to kind of waste money on a bunker.
Right, when I look at this situation, I consider that, okay, had, say, 4 Hellions even remained, he could have potentially got, like, not saying he would, but he could have potentially at least got across the map and maybe killed some drones and evened it up. But without that being an option, and True just sailing away to a third base and a layer tech without any opposition, I'm not saying Journey's dead yet, but he may very well be.
He's got like 1 foot in the grave, so he's close. He does have a third command center, and is part of the reason as to why the Roaches did so much damage. So he's reproducing the SCVs pretty quickly. Now just down by 10. But it's like True's just gonna get away with, that mid game, that early to mid game could be where Journey could really find some damage himself, and now, well, he probably won't. This Wood of Mine drop, it's 1 Wood of Mine and 2 Hellions. The Wood of Mine gets a great hit. It could even the score again. It has to get like a really good hit. Oh my god, is True going for fast ultras? Like, games that you played at 6 minutes, so Hive at like 7.
If he has 8-minute Ultralisk zombie growth, oh my god, Journey is gonna be so screwed.
I think the earliest he could get ultras would be 9 minutes, and then even then, I'm not sure they would have plating, but that would still be stupid fast. Oh, that Wood of Mine. No, it's like I didn't hit.
Burrows will not waste a hit either. Hellion's cutting around those drones, but the Roaches come here to say what's up. And this was potentially a good drop. It sadly just didn't play out like that, and True too good at defending.
Well, the SCV counts, worker counts have been even. In fact, they're now in favor of Journey. He's not on a third base, like on location, and it's only because True was trying to get so much tech, man. Like he stopped building drones up for an army for tech, which you don't see usually too often. He is going to bother getting a Baneling Nest. It's like, why even? You're so quick with ultras.
The Baneling Nest itself, you're like, well, do I really want to waste the gas on this? This could be like a 1/4 of an Ultralisk right here.
1/4 of an ultra. It's so crazy. The Hive's gonna finish in 30 seconds here. 7.
The one draw to this though, right, is okay. This is crazy, and we're like, this is cool. You're gonna have ultras out so fast, but he is only gonna have a couple of Ultralisks. True's not exactly on 4 bases. He doesn't have a ton of economy. I mean, this is cool, but is it good? That's the real question.
All those points are valid. It's just that Journey, he's like only Marines, like 2 Marauders. 2 Ultras can't take this on. That's silly, but it's Marines just don't do any damage once they have plating. And they still have to wait for that. So like I said, the Ultra is going to come around 9 minutes. So yeah, mathed correctly. Good job, me. But they won't have that plating yet, and as such, the Marines can still tickle them.
Oh man, this is gonna be the most upgradeless Ultralisks.
1/1 ultras, yeah!
But the thing that's so dumb is Chitinous plating will still give them that same degree of unkillingness because the Marines are also gonna have no upgrades. So okay, the Marines are gonna have 7 damage. Ultras are still gonna have like 7 armor.
Lings are gonna have adrenal glands before they have 2/2.
Just throwing that out there, yeah. This feels like, you know what this is? If you guys have ever played the co-op missions, this is like playing Kerrigan or Zagera, where you don't really have to worry about a mid game and you just throw down your Hive as quick as you like. Because that's pretty much what's happened.
That's crazy. Journey, does he even know? Does he have any idea?
Checking his vision. No, he saw layer tech a while ago and that was it.
Oh boy.
Okay, so 4 Ultras are going to pop at 9 minutes and about 30 seconds.
Oh, a Baneling Nest? That's normal.
Ravager's Lings? That doesn't seem too weird. I mean, there's an Ultra popping here if the scan had stayed on longer, but Psych is about right. It's not even intentional mind games. It's just bad scouting.
Yeah.
No pressure either? Okay. These Ultras are about to have 6 armor to the 7 damage of the Marines. It's going to be kind of ridiculous. The Marauders, actually, weirdly enough, they'll still be good for a small time, actually. Marauder damage won't be too bad here, but there's not many Marauders. In fact, there's a Marauder.
2 Marauders.
Okay, you're right. 2 Marauders.
Oh, the Ultras. I would have loved to see Journey's face right there.
Parasitic bomb!
A parasitic bomb.
That's
just
like,
perfect. Like,
It almost seems silly, but it's actually a really smart move because there's not that many medevacs, and if a few of them die to a parasitic bomb, well, that's it. We do have a drop on the other side of the field, but wouldn't you know it, what ultra defense?
He's pushing up a ramp into a wall with tanks.
Corsair Gear got a lot of those tanks anyways. The Ultras are just going to corral the Marines into the back of this base. Now they're going to have the mineral line to sit through. This is great. SCVs on hold position are a pretty big deal. That's why these Ultras might eventually die.
Oh, they're not dying.
Can we really talk about how they're not dying? What in the flying you have an army, a literal army shooting these things and they're just not taking damage.
Oh my god. I feel so bad for Journey.
I mean, he deserves this, right? A little bit. He had a really, in my opinion, bad opener, greedy opener. One that, not greedy in terms of economy, but greedy in terms of his units. And GG. That's it. Nothing more to say. Zerg in the audience, I hate all of you. God.